Welcome back to Rise Up. We're here now with our dear brother Sofian from Malaysia. You have joined the community. Congratulations and welcome to Rise Up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. So we're excited to hear about your story. Let's go first into our first question, which is always the same. What is your religious background?
Okay, saya berasal dari keluarga aliran Sunni. Jadi
He's from a Sunni Muslim family background.
tapi tidak mengamalkan ajaran yang macam kata beribadat untuk macam orang yang kuat beribadat sangatlah untuk yang selalu yang Sunni lakukan.
Yeah, but his family is not a stern believer, or no, means does not really practice or adhere to the rituals.
Understood.
Yeah.
Tapi saya dalam hati ni rasa macam kosong kan bila
But in his heart he feel emptiness.
jadi bila dapat tahu Ahmadi agama keamanan cahaya ni, saya macam ada sesuatu yang masuk dalam diri saya untuk saya pergi menuju ke arah untuk mengkaji, mendekatkan diri.
So when he first heard about the call, when he first heard about this call, he said something entered his heart. Something entered, a feeling, and he has a feeling in his heart that he needs to study and investigate about the call.
So just so we can give a bit of context to everyone, you are this brother. He's one of the first people to pledge allegiance through the Malaysian outreach team here.
Yes, and
you're from a Sunni Muslim background. You joined this call because of the efforts of this outreach team, which is incredible, which is great. But also, it's very amazing that you have enough faith that once you found the call, you decided to come to this community and dedicate everything you have to this movement and to this great cause of the riser of As-Sadiq. So now at this point in the timeline, if you can just ask our dear brother, when he heard about the call, what was it that convinced him?
Okay, apa yang bila anda dengar tentang dakwah ni, apa yang menyebabkan anda yakin tentang dakwah ni?
Okay, yang menyebabkan saya yakin sekali bila saya dapati, saya buat perbandingan kan antara agama yang saya pegang selama ni dengan yang Ahmadi bawa, memang banyak beza. Jadi saya rasa macam kenapa mendapat kebenaran daripada agama ni kan.
Okay, first he did a comparison from the religion that he has been practicing, the religion that he has been adhered to since young, since birth, with Ahmadi religion, peace and light, of peace and light, and he noticed the differences, and he found out the truth is with Ahmadi, religion of peace and light.
And why is it that what was that truth that made you so convinced? I think it's, by the way, I just wanted to comment, it's amazing that in all of these interviews we do, we always find this pattern, right? That there's this religion that the people are following or they know about, even if they're not practicing it, but then they hear about the call of Imam Mahdi and they say, this is different and I have to be more aware, I have to research it more. Isn't that this common thing we're finding a lot in these interviews?
Yes, and this is, I think, again, with Malaysia being such a Sunni-dominated country, people always have this one or two things from their religious background that they connect to. So, for example, the previous brother, he was saying how he had heard from his grandfather about the death of the king of Hijaz, which I found crazy, right? But these hadith, they're out there. Now, with you, brother, was there, because you said you compared them side by side, right? You looked at the Sunni faith. Was there anything that was connecting to your old faith that you also found in terms of the Mahdi, to find that the Ahmadi religion was with the truth?
Ada tak apa-apa bila you buat perbandingan antara Sunni dengan Ahmadi, apakah yang persamaan atau apakah yang mengaitkan anda kepada kebenaran ni berdasar pada comparison, perbandingan yang anda buat tadi.
Okey, comparison dia
Apa yang menyebabkan anda mengait kepada kebenaran ni daripada dunia Sunni, bila you bandingkan dengan Ahmadi, apa yang menyebabkan you tertarik atau you nampak kebenaran ni?
yang firstly saya nampak kebenaran ni bila hadis yang tragedi hari Khamis tu kan.
The first thing is the narration pertaining the calamity or the tragedy of Thursday. This is of course in the Sunni books. So this is the most obvious,
critical one.
The obvious proof to him.
Yeah. See, so now if there is somebody else watching, they see you make this jump, and now they can see in their tradition there is a narration that talks about something that the Prophet wanted to write and was prevented from doing so. So now hopefully it sparks a curiosity to know what is this that this brother is mentioning, the calamity of Thursday or the tragedy of Thursday, and look into it, because it is such an important narration. It doesn't get that level of coverage that it should get, but it was one of the things that you used to identify, well, that which was written is with this Ahmadi religion, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that really helped you to make that jump. Fascinating. And when you found out that what was supposed to be written was the will, the wasiyah of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, how did you, did that make sense to you?
Dan bila you dapat tahu tentang wasiat Rasulullah SAW ni, apakah ini masuk akal kepada anda?
Ya, masuk akal. Memang saya rasa takkanlah Nabi Muhammad tak meninggalkan wasiat kepada umat ni kan. Takkan nak meraba-raba macam tu.
So he's saying that it is very logic to him. It makes sense to him because it's impossible that Prophet Muhammad did not leave a will before, and allow his nation to be wandering. Okay. Being in the dark.
Of course, yeah. So, brother, you were researching, you found this religion. What made you convinced? What made you believe in it and pledge your allegiance?
Okay. Apakah yang membuat anda yakin dan membai'ah dakwah ini?
Yang buatkan saya yakin, saya kaji yang pasal hadis tu. Lepas tu bila malam tu saya tidur, saya bermimpi Father alaihissalam. Jadi saya rasa benda tu memang macam matching lah kan?
Okay. Okay, it start off with the narration that he mentioned earlier, and then one night he had a dream of Abba Sadiq alaihissalam.
Wow.
He immediately had a dream.
I was wondering when the topic of dreams is going to come up. Nobody mentioned it up until now. Let's get into it.
He had a vision of Abba Sadiq alaihissalam, and he said these two matches. These two match.
What was the dream? Can we maybe know the dream, or is it personal?
Mimpi dia, saya berada dalam Basilica tu.
He dreamt that he's inside the Basilica.
Wow.
See, now this is Rise Up. This is why we have the show, because the dreams, they come out here. Kashfullah, you never knew about this dream before, did you?
Never.
There you go.
Should have told me.
A Rise Up exclusive.
Beautiful.
So you were in the Basilica then in the dream, huh? Yes. What happened? Can you share?
Yeah.
Saya rasa macam
Were you alone in the Basilica? Or
tak adalah alone, tapi
you don't have to. If it makes you uncomfortable,
not alone,
there's
there
no
are other
pressure.
ansars together with him in the Basilica.
Saya dapat rasa ada satu cahaya yang saya pandang muka Abdullah Hashim Abbas Sadiq alaihissalam. Jadi Allahu Akbar saya.
Yeah, and he is his father, and you can see the light coming from Abbas Sadiq's face. Yeah.
Subhanallah. And that convinced you. When you woke up, you said, this has to be it. Your heart was at peace.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
dreams are an important part of this.
I was wondering when somebody's going to mention it, but maybe we didn't ask the question. But I'm glad that you brought up this topic, because dreams do often, for many people who are spiritual, it is the beginning of their journey to God. And I think that this dream really did, it was really important part of you making that decision to then leave. So how did you kind of meet with the other brothers? So were you also in touch with our brother Ahmed and Rusli?
Yeah.
Hubungan
macam mana you berhubungan contact dengan apa nama dengan kami pihak ni dan juga ansar-ansar di Malaysia. Bagaimana anda berhubungan?
Firstly saya kenal dengan saudara Kashfullah lah untuk mengenali agama ni. Saya tengok video dia yang viral viral, jadi saya terus mengikuti lah. Dari situ lepas tu macam mana saya mengenali ansar yang Lex dengan Rosli tu, masa saya pergi ke Bangkok, saya bertemu dengan orang, jadi kita orang buat kerja dakwah di sana.
Okay, first he came across the video.
Apa perasaan anda saya Panji?
There's a voice in the background? Is there a video?
A bit of a
playing?
technical thing going on here. Let's just quickly. There we go. Right, please continue.
That's it.
Okay, so he came across the video. Okay, and of course I remember he contacted me personally, and then we had a video call. I was basically was the beginning of our social media live shows at that time. So he's I think the first or the second to contact us, to respond to us. So we had a video call, and I was basically looking at him, and I saw that he has a very, very kind facial expression. You know, I can feel that this brother is a very kind person with a pure heart.
Mashallah.
And he's very sincere when he contacted us to know more about this call. So that is the first impression I had. Okay, so from there, we build up our relationship. And of course, we've been contacting each other, sharing knowledges. We've sent a lot of videos to him, sent a lot of hadiths and a proof to him. Okay, and he's been studying, okay, all the proof that we sent to him. Then when he traveled to Bangkok, he got to know about the two brothers. He got to know about the two brothers being in Thailand, in Bangkok, and basically they met in Bangkok. Yeah.
Incredible. It really is the year of unification, isn't it?
Yes.
It truly is. And it's a message to Malaysia. No matter how much you can try to muzzle this call, we have some of the best people giving dawah from your team, Brother Kashfullah, and it's really paying dividends, isn't it? Because there is so much interest in Malaysia about the Mahdi, about these narrations that are familiar to the people.
Yes.
Like I had no idea that people knew about the death of the King of Hijaz. That was a revelation. But we really have to dig into this. Like you have to tell us where he got that narration from and how widespread is it? Because I think we can really use that as an anchor, can't we, to really do more dawah, and this is what works. And you're really bearing fruit in Malaysia. So many more Malaysian brothers and sisters are showing interest. They want to be here with the riser. And what I really love about you,
thank you,
all of the brothers that came, is there's two parts to it. Number one is reaching a certain level of yaqeen, a certain level of certainty through faith. And step two, which arguably is harder, is wrapping up your worldly affairs.
Yes.
Disconnecting yourself from the system that you're rooted in for so long. And that's true faith, to be able to then make that move and arrive in the Basilica of the Kaim.
Yes, in real life.
And to fulfill your dreams. And how did you, was it difficult for you? I'm sure there must have been many challenges that you had to face. And if you would share some of those with us, I think it would inspire a lot of people that if you could do it, then so can they.
Yeah. The question, boleh tak kongsikan apa nama cabaran-cabaran yang anda lalui untuk sampai ke sini supaya menjadi inspirasi, galakan kepada orang-orang lain untuk bersama sampai ke sini.
Okay, cabaran yang paling berat bagi saya bila saya cuba dakwah kepada keluarga saya kan. Jadi mereka macam yalah, buat endah tak endah lah kan. Lepas tu I'll translate first. The biggest challenge pertaining this call is when he tried to spread this message to his family members. So his family members totally ignore.
And totally his family, when he says family, who are we referring to? Parents, wife?
Okay. Bila sebut keluarga ni merujuk pada apa? Isteri, mak ayah atau macam mana?
Terutama sekali mak saya lah.
Especially his mother. Especially the mother.
Dia tak boleh nak terima kebenaran ni.
She totally against. She's totally unable to accept this call.
Jadi saya rasa sedih sangat lah.
So he feel very sad, very disappointed because his mother couldn't accept this call.
That's always one of the hardest ones, when people you love so much cannot understand when you're trying to show them the light, show them the truth, and they don't even want to listen to it. That's very difficult. I'm so sorry, brother. But you overcame that. You ended up still leaving behind what you know for this world, the world of the community of the riser of a Sadiq. And what made you convinced that you should do that? What made you say, I'm going to take a bag, put my things, and I'm just going to go now? Like, what made you make that step?
Apa yang meyakinkan anda, memberi anda kekuatan untuk buat keputusan, meninggalkan semuanya, ambil beg, angkat beg dan datang kepada community father? Ya. Apa yang memberi anda kekuatan itu?
Yang memberi saya kekuatan, saya rasa saya tak boleh nak duduk lagi dekat komuniti ataupun bawah kepimpinan Malaysia punya ni kan, demokrasi apa semua ni. Jadi saya rasa terpanggil untuk membantu Abdullah Hashim Basilica Al-Salam untuk ni lah.
Yeah. He feels that he's no longer feels a comfort, feel comfort to live in a system. Okay, back in Malaysia, that country that practice democratic system, and he feels the urge to join father, to be with father, and to support father. That is what gave him the courage to make that decision and to act on it. Yeah.
That's really amazing. And you fulfilled your dream. You ended up walking into the Basilica yesterday. Congratulations for that. How did that feel?
Wow, amazing.
He answered it for himself. I don't have to translate that. It goes without saying from me.
We can feel it without words.
I look around, ya Allah, macam tak percaya.
Still unable to basically believe what is happening to him. Right? He's experienced that. He's gone through.
Pengalaman yang pertama sekali dalam hidup saya, bila masuk dalam tu rasa, ya Allah, inilah yang saya impikan selama ni.
I said that this is the experience that he went through by being here, entering Basilica, is what he has been hoping for all his life. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes. He who seeks shall find, right?
Yes.
He who sincerely seeks will find it quicker.
Yeah.
And I think
Dr. Irfan quotes.
I think you were seeking the Mahdi were you looking for the Imam when you found the work of the Malaysian brothers?
Adakah anda memang mencari Imam Mahdi bila anda berjumpa dengan dakwah ataupun kerja dakwah daripada pihak unit dakwah Malaysia?
Ya, memang saya mencari sesuatu, orang kata, siapakah yang pemimpin yang benar-benar kita perlu untuk jadikan sebagai idola. Jadi bila saya tengok agama Ahmadi ni, saya rasakan, oh, inilah pemimpin yang perlu saya ikut sampai saya, insya-Allah sampai hayat saya lah.
Okay, he feels that he has been looking for the right leader that he needs to follow. So when he found out about the call, he said that this call is presenting a leader that he needs to follow.
Incredible. And what makes Abu Sadiq the right leader?
Okay, apa yang membuat Abu Sadiq adalah pemimpin yang betul untuk diikuti?
Pemimpin Abu Sadiq alaihissalam, saya rasa memang pemimpin yang saya tak pernah jumpa selama, yang memang kalau ikut saya tengok, memang konsep dia memang lain daripada yang lain, daripada yang kita tahu di Malaysia. Tak ada macam sistem yang ada di sini. Jadi saya memang rasa teruja. Memang saya rasa inilah jalan yang betul.
Okay, first of all, he has never come across any leader like Abu Sadiq alaihi salam, and the concept and the idea that Abu Sadiq bringing to the world, bringing forth, is totally different. But he acknowledged that this is the right system. This is the truth that he needs to follow. Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, Brother Sofian, would you say that it is a duty upon every believer to support this leader in what he is doing?
Adakah anda yakin dan merasakan bahawa adalah menjadi tanggungjawab, tugas setiap manusia untuk mendukung pemimpin ini, Abu Sadiq alaihi salam?
Semestinya.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Is there a message that you'd have for those believers out there, and even people who are not believers yet? A message of inspiration or advice on what they should do?
Apakah ada pesanan anda kepada penonton yang beriman dan kepada penonton yang masih belum beriman, ya, untuk memberi mereka galakan, inspirasi? Ya, ada tak pesanan dari anda kepada penonton?
Pesanan daripada saya, sila mengkaji tentang agama ini, dakwah ini. Saya untuk mereka-mereka yang mencari kebenaran ataupun yang mahu tahu tentang lebih dalam agama ini, jadi sila kaji. Saya rasa memang inilah jalan yang lurus dan benar untuk kita bersama.
Okay, he's saying that to the truth seekers and those who really want the truth, okay, and those who are interested to investigate, please continue, and please investigate, and please continue to investigate this call, because this is the true path.
Subhanallah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. You know, it really is. And I think there is something really interesting in the goal of the wise. And I'll just kind of just mention this point, because I think a lot of the people who are looking into the call are attracted to it, often with this subconscious attraction towards it, which is that the God instinct. The God instinct is that we intuitively are programmed to know that there is a higher power, which is the source of all things. But I think that's not just the end of the God instinct. I think there's a second part to it. And this is in that Shahada where we say, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. And the fact that you can only know God through the door of Muhammad, right? It's a two-part thing. And I think just like we know that there must be a God, we also know there must be a man appointed by God, a man who is the veil of God. And I think this is something that our brother Sofian recognized. He knew that there was a need for a leader, and he recognized that this was the source of the corruptions and the problems that he was seeing, and he was looking for the spiritual master. And he who does not have a spiritual master is Iblis. So the one thing that really impressed me about you when you said this is that you said you knew that you had to find a leader. And this is the first chapter, in fact, of the manifesto of the Mahdi. To find that leader really is the goal. It is the goal of the wise. We cannot know God except through the leader that he appointed. And for you to find him and meet him in the Basilica and embrace him and see the light shining from his face and to fulfill your dreams, we congratulate you. I wish you all the success in this call. I hope that God brings many more people to Abba Sadiq through you. And this is my wish for one and all of those who find the truth in this time.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes, congratulations, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us and share your journey with us.
Okay, thank you for having me.
It was really a pleasure. It really was. And welcome to the family. Welcome to the community of the Riser of Sadiq.
Okay, thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Brother Kashfullah, for joining us as well, and being that interpreter that we bring when we have anyone from Malaysia coming over. We really appreciate that from you.
Alhamdulillah. On behalf of all Malaysian Ansars, we would like to thank you and Brother Irfan.
Keep up the good work.
For inviting our new members of the community and then to allow them to share their experience.
We'll have to get you your own Rise Up cup.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Honorary cup.
Yeah.
And thank you to everyone watching us today. We are so thrilled and so honored that we're able to share with the world the glad tidings of our ever-growing family, our believing community that have in it such incredible men and women that really have that sense of purpose, that have a sense of meaning in their lives, and they are aligning themselves with what it is that the Holy Spirit on earth is calling the people towards, and that is to support the establishment of the kingdom of God on earth by supporting the riser, Abu Sadiq, from him is peace. Please look into our content if you haven't done so already. Please make sure you check out the Mahdi Has Appeared YouTube channel, check out our website. It's on the screen right now. The link is right there. And we look forward to hearing from you. Make sure you write in. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to be back here live on Rise Up tomorrow morning. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.